Everyone makes mistakes, even if we don't mean to. Our parents, our teachers, other kids, even cats.
I'm going to pull a rabbit right out of this hat. Abracadabra!
And sometimes in life, we fail so fantastically and make mistakes so marvelously that they actually end up being totally awesome. We're talking about accidental inventions. Toys, food, games, and other creative inventions that started out as total mistakes. Potato chips are a yummy, salty snack, right? But did you know that they almost didn't exist? That's right, potato chips were a mistake. Over 150 years ago, there was a really picky eater at a restaurant who didn't like how his fried potatoes were being made. They were chopped way too big and were way too soft. So he asked for them to be remade. But when he got his new potatoes, he thought they were still too thick and too soft. So he sent them back again. And then he did it a third time.
What should we do?
The chef at this restaurant became super annoyed. So when this picky potato eater sent his dish back one last time, the chef had enough. As a prank, he sliced the potatoes as thin as he possibly could, and then deep fried and salted them so that they would be really crunchy. Not how fried potatoes were supposed to be at all. But to his surprise, the picky eater loved this new treat. What was supposed to be a prank mistakenly made one of the world's best snacks ever. Without that picky eater, we might not have potato chips today.
Delicious!
The inventor of the potato chip has plenty of company in the field of making mistakes and creating something awesome, though. One day, while in his lab, an engineer was mixing chemical ingredients together, trying to make his own rubber. The stuff that rubber bands, balloons, and tires are made of. But to the engineer's surprise, the mixture turned into a stretchy and bouncy rubber that wouldn't hold its shape. The engineer thought he failed, so he filed his recipe away. However, he would sometimes show off his creation at parties and all the neat tricks it could do. People loved it. A businessman saw this new creation and had an idea. This could be a fantastic new product used in a bunch of different ways. So he renamed the rubber Silly Putty. And it became a bestseller. Kids loved to play with it. Adults began to clean up dirt and lint with it. And astronauts even brought it to space with them to keep their tools secure in zero gravity.
That's a great idea!
Adding to the list of accidental inventions that turned into something amazing is the toy that bends over backwards and walks on its own. The Slinky. A man in the Navy was working on a ship, surrounded by a bunch of springs and machines. He accidentally bumped into a table full of these springs, which then slinked, wobbled, and walked their way to the ground instead of just falling.
Uh-oh!
Right away, the man and his wife knew they had something amazing on their hands. They went to work turning a plain old spring into a must-have toy. His wife searched the dictionary for a word to describe the spring and found the perfect word that described the toy's graceful movement. Slinky! They borrowed some money, built a machine, and started spinning out springs. Shortly after it was released, homes and stairways all across the country were filled with the springy toy. Today, the Slinky is still going strong and remains another classic example of a marvelous mistake turned into an incredible invention.
Did it work? It did?
So there you have it. 3 super fun inventions that started out as massive mistakes. And that's just the start. X-ray machines, chocolate chip cookies, microwave ovens, super glue, matches, dynamite, and bubble wrap are all inventions that failed fantastically before finding their true purpose. So if and when you fail, don't worry. You might just be taking the first step to making something absolutely amazing.
It's all easy peasy mac and cheesy.